It's been a long, eventful day. It's been a long, eventful day. We're speaking on binds. B-I-N-D. Bind. A bind. To bind something. Right? When you speak on a soul tie, you're binding yourself to another individual. Right? Binds. They want to know it's real. Just for the young goddess, I made a part one to the soul ties. You know what I'm saying? I feel it'd be easier for me to just go ahead and talk about it. So I'm gonna try to wait to see if the young goddess get in. If not, then I'll just end it tonight. See what I'm saying? And I hop on tomorrow, try to make contact. But I do wanna answer every question that I do get. So like, I'm gonna make my best effort to answer your questions. So if the young goddess do see this, if you are free right now, you can listen for like 5 or 10 minutes. Then uh, I'm here for you. I'm definitely available because out of the whole time I really been talking about soul ties and stuff, like she's really the first person to ask that question, like how do you actually break the soul tie, right? Because this is serious. So she actually the first person to ask me that. How do I actually break this soul tie? You know what I'm saying? So I will oblige. I definitely will oblige. All right. Video just made it out. That's cool. That's cool. Manifestation. Speaking affirmations, positive affirmations of your life. Energy is neutral, you know what I'm saying? So you make it whatever you want to make it. Ashe goddess. Just waiting to see if the young goddess hop in. She trying to know about soul ties, how to break soul ties. I'll probably give her like another 15 more minutes. But yeah, so like, my topic, that's what I'm pretty much be touching on tomorrow. But if anybody feel like they got something to say about my title or whatever, go ahead, shoot. Let me know. Let me hear it. I say God. So I'm trying to see if the God is hopping in. If not, So a soul tie, sometimes referred to as an emotional or spiritual cording, and is it's a powerful emotional bond to another person, right? Soul tie, soul tie. I say goddess. So so when it comes to breaking soul ties, right? When it comes to breaking soul ties, first thing you need is acknowledgement, right? Acknowledgement. So like what most of us do in our relationships, right? What most of us do when we end the relationship, we just simply walk away, right? We say it's over and we walk away, right? Well, that's really not, you know what I'm saying, a proper way to actually end a relationship. So when you're in a relationship, you are in a soul tie, you are in a soul contract, you know what I'm saying, essentially. So it's a pretty much an agreement from you to your partner, right? That's why they call your partner your soulmate, okay? So it's an agreement that y'all have made on a spiritual level, right? We don't really realize this a lot because we're more stuck on the physical, this physical form, right? We're stuck on this physical form. We feel like we can just lay down with a person, do to do, and then that's it. That's, you know, it's nothing else to it. No, when you connect with a person on a level like that, it becomes spiritual. It becomes spiritual. When you connect with a person on a level like that, it becomes spiritual, right? So acknowledgement, you need acknowledgement, right? All right, so much like anything, which may be classified as an addiction or something like that, you know what I'm saying? You have to acknowledge it. That's the first step. That's the first step. All right, second step is to decide to do something about it. Pretty much like make a plan. You know what I'm saying? Now, if see, a lot of us don't talk to our partners like that. We don't really get that deep on stuff. See what I'm saying? We don't think that it's actually a significant meaning like that. You see what I'm saying? We feel like, okay, a relationship is just something, a phase of our life that we just go through real quick. And in a way it is, but on the spiritual level it's not. It's much deeper, right? It's just like how can I explain this? Like with the planet, with Planet Kai, with our goddess, right? So just like I was saying earlier, when you the how can I say this? The goddess, she wants your energy. It doesn't matter if it's negative or positive, right? Because she will then do whatever she needs to do with the energy, right? You can transform it. Like I was stating, energy is neutral, right? It's not good or bad. It's neutral, and whatever intent you place behind it has an effect on it. So if you put a negative intent behind it, then the energy will become negative, right? But essentially, it's neutral, right? So the planet don't care like what kind of energy you give it because the planet will take that energy and make the whatever they need it to be. Ashe, goddess. How you doing, goddess? I think your camera it done froze. Definitely done froze.
You got a
How
YouTube?
do I got a YouTube?
Yeah.
I sure do not.
Gotta get you a YouTube. That's where the money at.
I need to get a YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. That's something I'll take under consideration then, goddess. I sure will. They be trying to block my sound off on her and stuff anyway, so I probably do need to get a YouTube. So yeah, once you pretty much acknowledge, you know what I'm saying, what it is you're trying to do, it's not really even extremely hard or anything like that to break a soul tie, right? So don't think of it as extremely hard. It's just most of us leave these relationships and we never acknowledge anything that happened in a relationship. So anything that we had, we just leave it there, right? So no, if you want to break that soul tie, you actually have to need to go talk to your partner, right? And get an understanding between both of y'all on a physical level, emotional level, and spiritual level, right? Give them their energy back, right? Give them their energy back. Here, it was amazing being with you those 7 days or those 7 months. See what I'm saying? But I see that we're not, we're not made for each other. And it's okay, right? You know what I'm saying? Give them their energy back. Like I said, it goes kind of back into affirmations and stuff, right? Manifestation. That's a big part of our existence and who we are, right? We create our universe. We create everything that's in our universe. If you don't want something in your universe, right? It's up to you to get rid of it. It's up to you to do away with it. And a lot of us don't do it properly. See what I'm saying? So it's not extremely hard or hard at all to break a soul tie, depending on who you have a soul tie with, right? Now I'm not gonna say all of them are easy to break or anything like that. No, that's not the case. Some of them are extremely difficult. Like if you have a tie with an entity like the military, like I had, right? So I speak about those spells all the time, man. It was extremely difficult to break a lot of the spells that I was placed under when I went to the army, right? I'm still breaking the last few spells, right? I'm still breaking the last few spells, and I've been out since 2017. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 6 years, right? And I'm still breaking spells. And I'm still breaking spells. Understand that. But I'm way more, you know what I'm saying, ahead of where I would have been, you know what I'm saying, without this realization or this insight, you know what I'm saying, and this enlightenment. So, I say, guys, so you have to acknowledge, you know what I'm saying, the fact that, things might not be working out. You guys might not be meant for each other. So I'm saying, so you have to acknowledge it and give them their power back. Don't be afraid. See what I'm saying? Some of us, like, we feel like we need others' power or energy in order to live or survive, right? We get dependent on people's powers. We get dependent on using other people's energies, right? When you breaking that soul tie, you need to get them their energy back. And so in my video, I said something like, it needs to be mutual, right? To be like a full relinquishment of the soul tie, right? It needs to be acknowledged on both sides, right? So I say this because I could come to you and I can speak my affirmations and I can release my soul tie on you and pretty much give you your energy back, right? But if you're not ready to release the soul tie that you have upon me, if you're not ready to let me go, if you're not ready to release my energy, right, we'll still be in that soul bond. You see what I'm saying? We'll still be in that soul bond. And that's what a lot of people end up in. That's why, some people get, they be like just tired out of nowhere and drained and stuff like that. That's because you have someone that's literally draining your energy. They're literally draining your life force. They're literally draining your life force. See what I'm saying? So it has to be a mutual thing. Now, it is ways around it, right? It is. It is ways, definitely to get around that. But I don't want to confuse nobody. I don't want to get too deep in that right now. But I say, guys. So acknowledgement. Speaking your affirmations, right? So meditation is also good, right? Meditation is also good. Go within yourself. What else can I say about these? Overtime. A soul tie, your soul tie might go away. Overtime. It depends. It depends on the person. Like some people just can't let certain people go. Man, I'm talking about you will have such an effect on certain people that they will not be able to let you go. They will not be able to let you go. They don't want to. Some of them people are called narcissism. Narcissistic people. So you got to be very aware of that, right? You got to be very aware of that. But yeah, so soul ties can be broken. That's not something that's just, they definitely can be broken, right? You have to acknowledge it. You have to release your previous partner's energy. Give it back to them. Give it back to the universe, right? Speak your affirmations. Clear your aura. See what I'm saying? Have a conversation with that person, right? And let them know where you're coming from. Get a mutualistic understanding, an understanding. Meditate. Go within. Right? So then you got so look, it say you can only break the soul tie if you are aware of it. Understand that you can only break that soul tie if you're aware of it. If you don't know what's there, how you gonna break it? Right? So not only do you need to know, like be aware of it, but you need to know what type of soul ties you are in, right? You might be in soul ties with people that you didn't even know you was in soul ties with. You have to be aware of your energy at all times, right? How it affect other people, how other people's energy affect you. Even if you want to move on from your ex, sometimes your heart will hang on to the broken relationship. Even if you want to move on from your ex, sometimes the heart, will hang on to broken relationships. That's why you thinking about. That's why you with dude right now, but you still thinking about your ex. Or that's why you with old girl right now, but you still thinking about your ex. See what I'm saying? You just left the relationship. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? You didn't have the talk. You didn't acknowledge it. You have to acknowledge it. You can't act like it don't exist because it definitely do exist. You can't see it, but it's there. You can't see oxygen, but you breathe it every day. Same thing with the soul tie. You got to acknowledge it, right? Understand that only you can break the soul tie, and you must fully commit to doing so, even though it may be painful, right? So a lot of us don't want to go through with it because of the pain that we might feel, right? By, like I was saying earlier, by releasing somebody. A lot of us don't want to release people. A lot of us don't want to release people. We just want to hold on to their energy, We don't want to release them, right? That's very dangerous. That's very dangerous. When you start understanding all this, then you will realize like where your energy is going and how your energy is affecting you and your mental state. You'll start realizing a lot of shit about yourself. But you definitely have to let them go. You have to get them that energy back, that power. You don't need that energy. Know that you got your own energy, right? You don't need that energy. It's okay. Everybody is not for everybody. No matter how magical it was in the beginning, whatever. Everybody's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But tomorrow, early, bright and early, man, we're gonna be talking about his story, slavery, religion. See what I'm saying? What did our people believe? What did we believe in before we were supposedly brought over here on slave ships, right? It's like we don't acknowledge a lot of facts. You know what I'm saying? It's like we die hard Christians and stuff over here, but the Africans and stuff like that before the 15th century, before the 1500s, they wasn't Christians. They weren't Islamic. They didn't believe in Judaism. See what I'm saying? That all came with the Europeans. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yeah, when they invaded, cause that's what I'm gonna call it, South America. I mean South Africa and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. We y'all think we was praying to Jesus and stuff? Come on, man. How could we been? How could we have been? It don't add up. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get deep in that tomorrow though. We're gonna definitely get deep in that. As always, I say, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get it in.